And honestly, your mother should have aborted you. There, I said it. I'm Scotty Mills, the New York Internet Prick, and this is Scotty Mills Unfiltered, okay? And you know what? I'm gonna rant about politics today, okay? How AOC is the biggest, dumbest cunt. You know, first, if you like this, like it. If you don't like it. Comment if you love it, comment if you hate it, and share it even with an ignorant, arrogant prick. And you want to show all your friends how stupid I am, and follow me, okay? Because this is what I do. I just give my raw opinion. Hit the subscribe button, okay? Hit the bell, get notified. I do this shit like every other week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Movies, music, politics, random shit, okay? I just love getting pissed off, and honestly, man, I just want raw opinion. I want to create conversation. You know what, man? AOC, I've been pissed off with AOC for ever since she came about. But you know, when it comes to politics, okay, and politicians, you gotta remember, man, they're all pieces of shit, okay? But you know what, the far left, honestly, man, is like the worst thing ever. Almost as bad as the Tea Party Republicans. I couldn't stand that, man. I actually have one dude told me that Mexicans who are born in America, who've been here for generations, should go back. I mean, that's how racist that side is. But you know what, man? The far left, man, they're the same goddamn way. You know, AOC, okay? I've got a lot of shit thrown at me because I don't like her and because I'm from New York. Like, I'm supposed to like this bitch because she's from New York too? Because I'm a man who believes in hard work and dedication, like, that will get you far in life and far in this country. You know, I'm a man that believes in freedom, okay? And that should be free. Unlike AOC, who's trying to say that Elon Musk is putting a price on free speech, even though it's just a blue check mark. She's an ignorant piece of shit. You know what? I could go on and on with all that type of shit, all her little stupid idiocracy statements, but you know what? I'm gonna get a little bit deeper. Because honestly, man, everybody could just make fun of her. I mean, she's easy to be made fun of. I mean, she's so stupid. And it's so crazy that she actually went to school for economics and shit, and she actually graduated. That is the funniest part. But you know, man, I get a lot of shit thrown at me, okay? Because you know what? I grew up poor. And just because I grew up in New York poor and shit does not mean that I believe in AOC and a squad. She's more of a influencer, okay, than a politician. I mean, for sake, she even apologized for not having her pronouns on her page. Like, bro, she's just fluff, okay? Everything she even introduces in Congress is just fluff. She actually had the nerve, too, to try to get the VA to diversify workers. The only people that should be working for the VA, okay, are veterans and old people, because that's really the bulk of who works there. And that's fine, okay, man? They actually give a lot of jobs to veterans. You know, you don't gotta sit here and be so inclusive and diversive, or diversive. What the does that even mean? Diverse, man. Like, honestly, it's a bunch of bullshit, man. She rides on this identity politic bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if she's sucking George Soros' behind some counter. Like that creepy video where she was whispering most people don't know what capitalism is. Most people don't know what socialism is. She's a nerd, bitch. Not nerd. I don't know why I said nerd. See, sometimes when I rant, I just say shit, man. My mind just goes too goddamn fast. But now, man, she's literally the poster child for the American dream. Okay, her mom was a working woman. Her dad was a business owner. She grew up, seems like the middle class. Okay, maybe middle class. I have no idea. She went to a different school. Okay, she had the privilege to go to a different school because the school in the Bronx, okay, was trash. And she says that she saw educational differences and shit like that. You know, she finds equity in education really important. And you know what? Education is extremely important. Now listen, man, I grew up poorer than this bitch. Okay, people look at me and they're just oh, you're white, man. You don't know shit. No, man, I grew up poor as shit. I'm so sick of the race bullshit, honestly, man. Annoying. But you know what, man? I grew up poor as I'm not a liberal, man. People just think because you grow up poor, you're gonna be a leftist liberal. I've literally had conversation with people that actually do believe that. You know, I don't think the argument about being poor, kid, okay, not like an AOC is valid, man. Honestly, man, it's so annoying. She's obviously a stupid, but she had a privilege that most people don't have to go to a different school. Now, I had that privilege too, okay, because the homeless shelters I was in, you know, they were in different districts and shit like that. I got to go to 4 different high schools, 9 different elementaries, okay? But you know, her education equity shit is where I get started, because I believe there's a simple solution, okay? Instead of implementing CRT and funding pre-K and all that other bullshit, school choice. Now listen, man, I really do find taxes to be a bunch of bullshit. I find politics to be a bunch of bullshit. Now if I pay taxes, why the would I want to just go to a school that teaches a bunch of bullshit and create safe spaces, okay, which actually comes out of taxpayer money, all those clubs and shit. That's where it comes from, but you know, they do have the PTA and things like that. Well, whatever, different topic, different day. But you know what? I want history, English, math, health, science, okay, the basic shit. Now listen, man, I never understand when people actually told me they never learned about slavery or civil rights and shit, because honestly, I had a really well-rounded education, okay, when it came to history. So honestly, I don't understand that. And yes, even in poor schools, I had a really great education. I firmly believe in school choice, man. Honestly, man, it's you want to talk about funding in public education, okay, I'm totally happy funding buses to carry kids to neighboring school districts if the parents deem it fit, okay? I haven't heard her speak on that. All she wants to do is throw government funds and shit right down the middle, right down to the schools, man. That's why she wants to do, you know, just throw government funds to lower income schools instead of finding out why they have low test scores and lower graduation rates and lower college acceptance rates and shit like that. I mean, you gotta look at the kids, okay? Like I said, I went to lower income schools. I went to high middle class schools too. I got amazing education, but that's, you know, because of my situation. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just white privilege. You know, all I hear from this bitch, okay, is more government funding, like I said, funding for the community, defund the cops, which is really just moving money around, which is just a bunch of bullshit. Where's the actual solution. She has no actual solution. She's a fake, man. She's a fraud. I mean, you know what? She complains about student debt, okay? And the beauty about America is freedom, okay? The freedom to choose what you want to do. If you ask me, student loans is a scam. Number one, the government should not be in federal student loans. But if you fall for it, you're an idiot. No one told you to go to Boston University or where the she went up there in the goddamn McTown. Yes, I said McTown, okay? That's for Irish people. You know, she chose to do that. Now, you know what? Ask me why she bought a Tesla instead of taking that money, okay? Buying a Nissan Leaf is she's so concerned about the goddamn environment. And you know what? She could have been able to pay off her loans. The Nissan Leaf is like what? Like 30,000, 40,000 less? Which honestly, they're actually pretty smooth rides. You know, she loves electric cars though, man. Like she wants this big fancy one. You know, honestly, she's probably riding Elon Musk in her dreams. No, I want a fancy studio, okay? I want subscribers and shit, but instead, you know, I don't pay for them. No, man, I got 48, I got nothing, man. Nobody even watches this shit. But instead, I just do this in a bedroom because I chose to put my money elsewhere. I could be throwing money at, you know, all that shit. You know, she wants to bitch about climate change, okay, man? Yet instead of like carpooling to save on energy or like better yet, riding a train, okay, like, I guarantee you she will not ride her ass on a train because she's afraid that her social work program, okay, down to violence or some shit like that, okay, it's really just a bunch of bullshit. She's afraid to get like raped or stabbed or some shit. I guarantee you, man. You know what? The trains are honestly a bunch of bullshit. In LA, man, they smoke meth on them. Like, I witnessed that more than once. But seriously, man, nobody told her to spend this money to go to a fancy college with a degree in economics, which I'm sure she doesn't even completely understand. Man, she's living the American dream, okay? It proves that in our society, this shit works. She's a woman of color, if you want to say that. She went to college. She's got her own little t-shirt business. Apparently, they're American-made from people, you know, apparently what they say online. You know, she even claims that it was easier to get elected than pay her loan debt. Honestly, bro, Tesla versus Nissan Leaf. You could have saved that money, you dumb. Oh, man, you want the taxpayers to do it, man. I can't stand people who want the government to pay for everything. Honestly, when I was a kid, I thought that'd be great, honestly, but I opened my eyes. Like, you know, honestly, man, like I said, though, she's a woman of color who got elected, okay? She's got her own business. She's making decent money, right? Are we really that racist of a country? Like, I ask these questions, like, you know, the schools, why aren't they getting investigated for, like, education quality? Okay, why not lock up every affiliated gang member, clean up the goddamn streets, incentivize, okay, two-parent households instead of, like, allowing the courts to, like, royally men's rights, like I have been a victim of. And, like, I promise you, these kids will pay more attention if you invest in the kids, okay? Not like, you know, saying, like, not just giving government funds, you gotta invest in the kids, okay? You gotta motivate these kids and show them that you can achieve greatness. You know, sometimes I run out of breath, man. Like, honestly, man. Like I said, man, my brain really does go a little bit too fast. But you know what, man? It's all about fixing these goddamn schools, okay? Which school choice, honestly, would probably do, like, because, you know, the schools, they want funds, okay? They want money. They want to strive to be the best school. And you know what? If that's the case, man, they will do their best to do that. You know, for the kid thing, man, I find it so funny that people are like, she says that people aren't having kids at like a rate or some shit like we're supposed to be having, and that's why we need legal immigration and illegal immigration, okay? Not just legal immigration, illegal immigration. Like, first off, bitch, you complain that we have school issues in lower income communities, yet you want to tell people to come here, bring their goddamn kids and put them in a shitty school system. Like, seriously, bro, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, how dumb can you honestly be? It also says, like, immigration is needed. Now, yes, man, I believe firmly in immigration. This country was founded on immigration. I would not be here if it was not for immigration. And you know, I honestly, man, I believe if you've been here forever and you've been trying to get that process going, man, and you're paying taxes, you should have your citizenship. The system is honestly built against everybody, okay? The system wants to keep you on the system. She talks about the establishment, bro. The system is the establishment, and she preaches for the establishment. It's so insane, no, man, because, like, illegal immigration, okay, it allows people to pay less money, okay? Less for labor, bro. And, like, honestly, in New York, I'm telling you right now, in New York, it's all over the place. I mean, why do you think the New York economy honestly would crash if it was not for illegal immigration? That's despicable, man. Like, honestly, man, we gotta incentivize people to get legalized, okay? And we actually have to promote American business and American, I don't know, qualities, morals. I don't know what to call it. You know, man, it's pretty simple. Close the borders, focus on that shit, get America where it needs to be. But no, she doesn't want that shit. She's honestly, she's terrible, man. Honestly, I got no words for this bitch, and yet I'm doing a whole episode. Which, honestly, man, is something she doesn't do. She does not support America. She does not support American freedom. She does not support any of that shit. She supports getting on Twitter, getting followers, and being in the limelight of attention. She's a attention whore. That's the bottom line. You know, she supports giving goddamn taxpayer dollars, okay, to people who come over here illegally. She claims that we owe them reparations for enforcing a border. We aren't the world's savior, okay, man? Like, she thinks we're the world's savior. She wants to save everybody in the world. Nah, man, she wants to put money in her goddamn pocket, just like every other politician. You know, if you come here illegally, okay, that's crime. Like, get the fuck out, start your paperwork, come back when you're ready. I don't believe that if somebody comes over here illegally and they get deported, okay, I don't believe that they should get blacklisted if they have not committed an actual crime. Okay, coming over illegally, I understand it's a crime, but if you're bringing meth over, nah, get the out, never come back again. But you know, if you come over here and you're trying to fucking start a better life for your family, you should be given that opportunity after you get kicked back to where you're from. At least that's just me, though. That's just me. You know, honestly, man, we gotta kick motherfuckers back. We gotta fix this shit. She doesn't want to fix that, though. You know what? And you know, that was going the refugee argument. Okay, man, listen, man. I don't understand why it's our problem, okay, if other countries are ran like shit. I mean, it's not our burden to help them. Like, I don't even want to help Ukraine. Honestly, man, and that's up. And that's not because I'm mean, okay, man. It's because we need to fix our self before we can ever help anybody else, man. That's the thing with far left. They want us to help every single person. Do you know how much money, okay, of our tax dollars go overseas? A lot. A lot. No, man, like, she even introduced a bill to help other countries with their debt. Wow. Like, we have our own debt. Why the should my money go help Timbuk too? It's ridiculous. She's a dumb bitch. How many times can I call her a dumb bitch throughout this entire episode? Seriously. I mean, like, say she supports the Ukraine war. Okay, you know, I'm just asking why it's our problem. I don't understand how, you know, yes, Russia's bad. Okay, Russia. I hate Russia. I don't understand why it's our issue to help Ukraine and give them money. Why want to focus on America? We got so many issues here. But nah, man, you know, let's just preach climate change, defund the cops, shit like that, move some money around, give everybody free healthcare, which honestly, man, that's a whole episode on its own. You know what? I'm surprised. Her plan for free healthcare was actually a single payer system, similar to Canada, not like Japan or some shit like that. You know, I did a little bit of research. I know a little bit of what the I'm talking about. So I'm actually surprised that she supported that, which honestly, it gives, like, I guess governments less control, okay, you know, over people. But honestly, I don't want the government in my business at all. The only time the government should be in your life is if you're a veteran, okay, or if you're like extremely important, they should help you get back up, okay. But no, man, they keep you on the system. And yes, you know what, I am a veteran. The government is in my life because of what the I did. But you know what, that was my choice. I chose to join the Navy. There we go. Choice. Freedom of choice. Interesting. But you know what, that doesn't go with abortion, because abortion is more of a morality issue, which she loves abortion. And I'm like all over the I really can't stand this bitch, okay. Her and her little band of angry elves, okay, that, you know, they sent, you know, Biden a letter and then they redacted it about Putin and how he should have talked with Putin. Dude, get the fuck off this bullshit, man. Honestly, man, I'm sick and tired of supporting other countries when we can't support ourselves. And her supporters even got mad because she's supporting the Ukraine war, man. Did you ever see that video? You gotta go look that shit up. That shit was hilarious. And you know, if I'm remembering correctly too, man, like she threw shade at like the US or some shit, you know, for the whole Cuba incident, okay, how we were not supporting Cuba. Listen, man, I think Cuba, I think the culture is beautiful, I think the food is beautiful, I think the people are beautiful. But if we are so up, why the are we trying to help other people? That's our problem, bro. That's what the United States problem is. We always put our hands where they do not belong. But you know what? That's what socialism really wants to do. They want to create like this one united world order. I guarantee you, George Soros is somewhere in the mix. And you know what the truth of it is, man? I can't support somebody who's got friends, okay, you know, has got ties to George Soros. I don't know if she actually does, okay? I don't know if she's been directly funded by George Soros. I don't really think she has been, but she's got ties to him in some way or another. And George Soros is honestly a big piece of shit. Honestly, I can't believe he didn't drop dead yet. But she's a hypocrite, man. She's a hypocrite. He supports defunding the police, okay, replacing them with social workers and, you know, closing jails or, you know, I guess unprivatize them or some shit like that, okay? And she's got the hope that the social worker program will actually work. Instead of putting criminals in jail, you know, they go through this social work shit, you know, like learn not to be bad or some shit like that. I don't know. You're gonna sit here and tell me though, if somebody like dude commits a crime, okay, that doesn't matter what kind, they should go to therapy instead of jail. So if you're gonna sit here and tell me, man, I promise you, the answer that you're looking for is not gonna be here. Dude, if a 17-year-old white dude beats up a black guy in a hate crime, I highly doubt, okay, that anybody on the Democrat side will advocate for this man to go to therapy instead of jail. You can't tell me I'm wrong, because honestly, man, if you're a black guy or you're a person of color and you tell me that you wouldn't want that dude in jail, you're an idiot. I want that dude in jail. If a white dude beats up a black guy, he should definitely go to jail for a hate crime. Honestly, man, any violent crime should go to jail. And any racist crime too, man. I can't stand racism. But you know what? The left and the right, man, they thrive on racism, bro. They really do. They throw the book at that motherfucker. And you know what, man? Also, she hates like lobbying and shit like that. But you know, she supports Planned Parenthood, who does donate politicians in the fight for secure abortion access. Why? Because they make a lot of money, dude. Abortion clinics make a lot of money. Like when they say free abortion, do you think that they're just doing it out of the good of their heart? No, dude, the money's coming from somewhere. I mean, seriously, think about the money, okay, that abortion clinics get from donors, okay? Paid abortions, okay? And you know, also the money the government gives them, which I guess is not used for abortions, it's used for like other, you know, reproductive rights shit. But you know what? The point of the matter is, it's a business in America. I mean, I love America because we have freedom of business. I personally don't think you should be ripping babies out of a fetus unless you get raped or incest. But the point of the matter is, man, they are money making scheme. And you know what? She supports women's right to mutilate their goddamn body. But you know what? She like this whole body autonomy bullshit. But she wants to mandate vaccines and boosters and shit like that, man. She's a hypocritical piece of shit. And honestly, your mother should have aborted you. There. I said it. I said it. Though I'll probably beep that part out because honestly, man, that was kind of cruel. I'm a dick, man. What can I say? But honestly, man, that's all I really got to say. I mean, look. Anybody can go on line, okay, and bitch about AOC and how stupid she is because she's on Twitter, she says this, or, all these little videos that she puts out. But you have to realize, okay, when she's advocating for, like, BLM and shit like that, for a safer community, she's actually advocating for racism. She actually says, like, oh, the riots and shit, that was fine, okay, well, the protests are fine. BLM actually incited violence, man. And look, I don't give a shit. I think the January 6th shit was bullshit too. I don't think that should have ever happened. But you can't sit here and compare the two and say that one is okay and the other is not. No, they were both up, but she doesn't give a shit. And it's insane, man. It's honestly pathetic, okay? She's riding on this identity politics bullshit. She's like trying to get women. She's trying to get minorities, okay? And honestly, man, at this point in the country, we are not minority. Nobody's a minority anymore. We are mixed as You can't sit here and tell me that everybody here is like still like a just Anglo-Saxon white. Nah, bro, that's just not how it is. Honestly, I'm a product of immigrants. Yeah, I mean, shit, you wouldn't guess that, though. If you're an ignorant person, you would look at me and just be like, oh, he's just some white dude. He didn't grow up poor. He don't know what a struggle is. Honestly, she rides on that type of shit. She rides on that ignorance. The whole abortion shit, man. Like, honestly, I don't understand how you can, like, sit here and say that women should be able to get abortions, but I'm not allowed to say, no, I don't want a shot. The only shot I want is some bourbon right now, because this bitch is honestly so goddamn dumb. All these bills that she puts out, too, they're all fluff. Every single one of them is fluff. I mean, look at her climate, Green Deal shit like that. It all has to do with minorities or race and transgender people, whatever, man. She focuses on race. She focuses on, like, sexual identity and shit like that. And honestly, that's divisive as it's disgusting. And that just shows you that half these bills that Congress comes out with, man, they're honestly just a bunch of shit hiding other agendas. I don't even know if I hit my points today, man. Let's see, man. I touched on BLM a little bit, man. Honestly, I could do I should do a whole episode on that, honestly, man. And I touched on abortion. What else the fuck? She's stupid. She's dumb. She's a bitch. She's ugly. I don't understand why people think she's hot. She's honestly ugly as shit. I don't find her attractive. Man, if you support AOC, okay, I'm just going to ask you to look at what she does, okay? If you can sit here and say that school choice would not be an effective way to guarantee parents' rights to get a good education for their child, then you're stupid. If you can sit here and tell me that, looking into the schools and getting gang members off the street would not help the goddamn kids in the community, you're a idiot. And it don't matter what color your skin is, man. I'm just calling you a idiot if you actually don't look into this shit. Man, it's always a struggle in America, though, man. And honestly, AOC is definitely not helping that. But honestly, man, that's all I got, okay? I can go on and on about this bitch, okay? But, I try to keep it, like, under 15 minutes. But I don't even know how long I've been going, actually. Holy shit. Anyway, man, honestly, man, I'll probably come out with another video about her, okay? There's so much you can say about her, or why she's stupid. Her policies, okay, honestly, they don't make any sense. And she's stupid. She surrounds herself with, like, Cori Bush, okay, who honestly is probably one of the most ignorant people aside from AOC. That's all I got, though, okay? Let's see what song pisses me off on Friday.